Okay, phrasal verbs. If you've been learning English for any amount of time, you know phrasal verbs are just this big tsunami of vocabulary that comes to you at upper intermediate and advanced levels. I have is take off. Of course, you know the plane takes off at noon, right? Leaves the ground. But take off also means remove clothing. So you're in the meeting and it's really hot. Oh, it's so hot in here. I'll take off my jacket. Or, you know, when you visit the client in Japan, make sure you take off your shoes and put on slippers. So take off is remove. Another meaning of take off means to become successful quickly. So his career really took off when he worked for that next company, or her career is going to take off when she finishes her master's, or this product launch was fantastic. Our sales have taken off. This product has taken off. It became successful very, very quickly. And another meaning for take off means to leave. So thanks for your time, everyone. I have to take off. Or sorry, I've just to give you a heads up. I have to take off in 2 minutes. So heads up means warning. I have to take off in 2 minutes means I have to leave in 2 minutes. So take off, remove clothing. I'm not going to teach you take off like a plane. I think you know that one. Take off to become successful quickly, and take off to leave. Next one is bring up. And this is quite important because we do use it for to be raised. So if you're interviewing and the HR manager or the interviewer says, oh, you have an interesting accent, where were you brought up? And brought up means raised. So you can say, oh, I was brought up in South Africa, or my parents brought me up in France. So brought up means to be raised. Or why are you looking to immigrate? Oh, we want to bring up our children in this country. So bring up means to raise. Now, bring up in business English also means to mention a topic for discussion. So, or mention a topic altogether. So I can say, oh, did you enjoy the meeting last week? You know, Sally brought up a really interesting point about, you know, expanding, you know, over into LATAM. LATAM is Latin America. So Sally introduced the topic. She mentioned expanding into LATAM. Or you're in a meeting and you want to mention a topic, bring up a topic. You say, oh, I'd like to bring up the issues of KPIs. I think they're too high, they're unattainable. So bring up means to introduce a topic. Or thank you so much for bringing that up. If someone asks you a question, you don't have time to answer it, or you don't know the answer to the question, you can say, thank you so much for bringing that up. Let me get back to you on that. Let me circle back to that. So bring up means to mention a topic or to raise a child. Next one, put off. Now, put off means to postpone. So we put off the client meeting till next Thursday. We postponed the client meeting till next Thursday. We've pushed is a good one too. We've pushed the client meeting to next Tuesday or Thursday, whatever I said the first time. So to put off means to postpone. But and put off has another meaning. And put off is when you like something and then you don't like it. So, for example, you're interviewing someone, maybe you need to get a new assistant for your department, and something about his attitude put me off. So, something he did made you not like him. Or the client was fantastic. We had a great meeting, but the contract came out there, but the negotiations really put me off working with them. So it really made me dislike wanting to work with them, or dislike the whole process of working with them. And it could be so much as, you know, I've always gone to on a restaurant B across the street from the office. But the last time I went there, the service was awful. It really put me off that restaurant. It really made me not want to visit the restaurant again. So I used to like it. I don't like it anymore. Okay, next one is turn up. Of course, you know turn up as in turn up your volume or turn up the heat, increase, right? We know that one. Turn up the music if it's a good song. But turn up can also mean to arrive unexpectedly. This could be on your desk, in your email, or through your door. So on your desk could be, I couldn't find the contract and it turned up unexpectedly on my desk, which means I found it unexpectedly. It just arrived on my desk unexpectedly. Or I started the work week on Monday and I got 50 complaints that turned up in my inbox. They just kind of arrived in my inbox. I wasn't expecting complaints on the last ticket I finalized. Or turn up could just be a person who walks in your door. So the client turned up an hour before the meeting. What do we do? Where do we put him? So to turn up means arrive unexpectedly. Next one is go on. And go on, you probably know the first meaning. Go on means to continue. So we'll go on um, expanding our company reach, I don't know, within France, for example. So your company is growing within France, and we'll go on continue. We'll go on expanding the company's reach in France. We'll diversify and get more branches in France. So we will continue to do this. Or we will go on supporting you with your English learning, or the company will go on developing new products every single year. So go on just means continue. It's a direct synonym for continue. But go on also means happen. So I can say, what's going on this weekend in the city? Or I'm on a business trip to Manila. What's going on while I'm there? It means what's happening while I'm there. Or you're in the office and someone's in their closed office and it looks like they're celebrating something. What's going on in Jean's office? Is it someone's birthday, or did someone close a big deal? So what's going on? What's happening? And it can also be used in a question if you see someone's upset or you see someone stressed. You can say, hey, what's going on? Or, as in, like, what's happening? What's going on with you? And another meaning for go on is to have enough data or evidence or information to make a decision. This is a difficult one for teachers to teach because it's a little tricky. So, for example, I have to make a decision if I'm going to hire candidate A or candidate B. Well, I have a lot more to go on with candidate A. I've already checked their references and I have their full CV there, and we've already met. Candidate B, I've only had a phone interview or a video interview, and I haven't really been able to check their references yet. So I don't have enough information to form a decision. Or we're going to look at expanding our product line, but we need to have better data to go on. So let's do some research. So let's analyze the numbers and see if we can do this. So we need more data to go on, meaning we need more data, more information to make our decision.